Hello and welcome to the channel. In this episode we go from seal spotting on Loch Linnhe to chasing waterfalls at Steall Falls. We hiked, mooed and castle crashed our way through the Scottish Highlands. Cows stared, mist rolled, and yes, we found magic. You won't want to miss this, so stay tuned.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for adventure.
Before we even reached Fort William, the road pulled us through Scotland's wild heart, a land stitched together with lochs, glens and legends. Every bend felt like a secret waiting to be told. Welcome, wanderers of the wild and seekers of serenity. Today we're coming to you from the centre of the Scottish Highlands here at Fort William, where the mountains meet the sky and the Wi-Fi is negotiable.
We are basing ourselves at Achinty Cottages, just a Highland stone's throw away from the base of Glen Nevis. And yes, I can confirm it's cosy, it's peaceful, and it smells like peat, pine and potential. If you're thinking of tackling the mighty Glen Nevis, this is your launch pad. But today, we're saving our calves for a different kind of adventure, one that floats.
We're boarding a cruise with Cruise Loch Linnhe, and the mission is simple. Relax, breathe in that briny Highland air, and fingers crossed, spot a sea otter or two doing their aquatic ballet, but definitely spotting some seals.
Rising 1,345 metres above the earth, Glen Nevis commands the horizon like a sentinel of stone. And on a day like this, when the clouds retreat and the air holds its breath, it feels like you're staring straight into the soul of Scotland.
They call him Britain's highest peak, but numbers don't do this justice. When Glen Nevis reveals himself, it's not height you notice, it's presence.
Just when we thought the Highlands couldn't get more cinematic, our boat took a turn, not towards sea otters, but towards something equally iconic and slightly rustier.
Behold, the Corpac wreck, or, as the locals might say, the old boat that refuses to go quietly. Please forgive my terrible Scottish accent. Grounded since 2011, she's become a siren for artists, photographers and romantics who love a good ruin with a view.
They say Loch Linnhe holds secrets, from sunken ships to silent swimmers, and somewhere between the ripples and the rocks, we're hoping to meet a whiskered local who's not camera shy.
We're keeping our eyes peeled because around here, nature doesn't just whisper, it shows off. We're talking seals, seabirds, maybe even dolphins if the loch's in the mood. We did happen to come across a herd of deer munching down on some saltbush down by the shore of the loch. Before long, we came alongside the seals' favourite place to sunbathe. These seals have the right idea. Find a warm rock, sprawl dramatically, and pretend the boatload of tourists doesn't exist. It's peak Highland hospitality. No eye contact, no fuss. You've got grey seals doing their best resting majestic face, and common seals looking like they just remembered they left the oven on.
No sea otters yet, but that's the game. You don't chase nature, you invite it. And even without an otter cameo, this cruise is pure soul food. Out here, time stretches. You're not scrolling, you're drifting. You're not chasing likes, you're listening to lochs.
They say never trust a tourist with a boat, and yet, here we are. Somebody's clearly feeling brave. Or bored.
Oh no, we're one wrong turn away from starting a new ferry route to Eilean.
Hey, don't worry. I watched one episode of Deadliest Catch. I'm basically a captain now. Steady as she goes! Or at least wobbly with some style.
And just like that, our Highland voyage docks with hearts full, hair windswept, and a newfound respect for seals, shipwrecks, and not crashing expensive boats.
We started today with a whisper and a splash in search of seals on Loch Linnhe.
It was magic. I'm sure that white and black one winked at me.
With seal smiles in our rear view, we left the Chinty cottages and headed to Steall Falls. This is Scotland's second highest waterfall and possibly its most cinematic.
You know you're on a Highland adventure when the GPS gives out halfway through.
We did that. Now seeing this at the start of a hike always makes it just a tad more exciting.
From the Glen Nevis upper car park, it's a 3.7 kilometre round trip walk. Not long, but don't let the numbers fool you. This trail's got everything. Gorges, wire bridges, and a finale that deserves its own orchestra.
If you're enjoying our video, make sure you give us a like to let us know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to find out where we're off to next. And make sure you swipe the notification button while you're there. Hiking boots? Check. Snacks? Check. Sharon's sense of direction?
That's pending review. The path hugs the edge of a steep gorge. Roots twist underfoot and the wind sings through the glen. It's raw, wild and completely worth every step.
There's a wire bridge crossing the river. Not compulsory, but if you fancy dangling like Indiana Jones, this is your moment. How was that? What's my prize? Oh, you.
I love you. I'll give you a kiss.
And just like that, there it is. Steall Falls, dropping 120 metres in a silver ribbon and then roaring down the valley like it's got somewhere important to be.
There's something so tranquil and calm about the sound of a waterfall, even one as grand as this. So if you're anywhere near Fort William, carve out half a day and remember to bring your hiking boots, your camera and a sense of wonder.
Because Steall Falls doesn't just show up, it performs, and it's definitely worth a standing ovation. From Loch Linnhe seals to the thunder of Steall Falls, Scotland reminds us the wild things are still out there, if you're willing to wander. So the car is packed and today we are heading off to the Isle of Skye in Scotland.
On the way, we're going to pat some hairy coos, visit a castle, so make sure you stay tuned.
Welcome to the land of tartan, bagpipes and glorious ginger cows.
We have some calves to see this morning.
Today we're just outside Fort William, near the cosy little Croft Cafe, to meet Scotland's most photogenic locals, the Highland coos.
That's right, coos, not cows, because in Scotland they don't just say it different, they live it different. And we're here to learn, pet, and probably get licked by a few.
Back home in Australia, we say cow, like k-ow, with a hard dip and a bit of drama.
But here in Scotland, it's more like coo, like you're lovingly greeting a woolly cloud. Coo, coo.
Oh my God, you sound like you're calling a bird. But that's what makes language fun, right? These are Highland cattle, known for their long horns and even longer fringe. They're gentle giants, bred to withstand Scotland's wild weather.
They're also basically Instagram royalty. Just look at those bangs. Vogue wishes it could.
Fun fact, Highland cattle have been around since the 6th century. That's older than most Scottish castles, and definitely older than Sharon's skincare routine.
Hey, respect the moisturiser. All of these fluff balls are around 12 months of age, and they are as cute and cuddly as teddy bears.
G'day legends, it's Farmer Nick here with me hairy coo and me farming stick. So that little fella down there, his name is Doogie. We've just given him a cuddle and a bit of a brush. He's a gorgeous little fella. He has been dehorned and desexed, and he's about 10 months old. But quite a cuddly fella. Hello, Farmer Nick again. And Sharon and I are totally obsessed with these little moo machines. They're like little teddy bears, super cute. We just love them. So these guys have just been released into this paddock, so it's their first time experiencing how much land they've got, and they're loving it. This goes all the way down to the sea. Apparently they were down eating seaweed this morning.
So whether you say cow or coo, one thing's for sure, these Highland legends are a moose to see on any Scottish road trip.
So a 10 out of 10 for the Croft Cafe Highland Cow experience. Make sure you add it to your itinerary.
It rises like a dream from the water, stone and story fused into one majestic silhouette. Welcome to Eilean Donan Castle, where Scotland shows off a little.
Hello, and we are still in the Scottish Highlands, and this behind us is Scotland's answer to the ultimate fantasy film set.
Honestly, it feels like we're about to run into a Highland warrior or a time-travelling nurse. Outlander fans, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Built in the 13th century to defend against Viking raids, Eilean Donan has been destroyed, rebuilt and romanticised more times than your favourite soap opera. So is it just me, or does this scream don't mess with Clan McRae?
Nick, that thing hasn't fired since Bonnie Prince Charlie had good PR.
The castle sits where three lochs meet, Long, Dewich and Alsh. That's not just pretty, it was perfect for defence and Instagram.
Eilean Donan Castle was used as a supply base for the Jacobite army.
That was until 1719, when the castle was actually destroyed. A couple of ships were sent to quell the rebellion, and the captain of one of the ships, after the rebellion had surrendered, left 16 casks of gunpowder and blew up the castle.
Inside, it's like time travel with heating. Original artefacts, tartan, old swords. It's basically Braveheart meets Downton Abbey.
And you'll notice no throne room. This isn't a royal castle, it's a clan stronghold. Less crown jewels, more battle scars. Eilean Donan isn't just a stop on the map. It's a gateway into Scottish soul. Rugged, beautiful, and a little mysterious.
If castles could talk, this one would whisper in Gaelic, yell in bagpipes and wink at your camera lens.
Whatever you do, don't miss a visit to this epic castle if you're in Scotland. As the Highland mist settles behind us and the lochs grow still, this leg of the journey comes to a close. But the road ahead, it only gets wilder. Next stop, the legendary Isle of Skye. We're staying at a place so dreamy it could star in a fairy tale.
And tackling our toughest hike yet, up into the twisted lands of the Kerrang. Knees, don't fail us now.
Then we chase monsters, real and mythical, at Loch Ness, cruise the deep waters and storm the ruins of Urquhart Castle.
We'll see you and Nessie in the next episode.